Good morning. It is Saturday, which means, of course, it's the occasional vlog. The last few have been quite active. We've done things. We've gone out there. We've gone and seen cats. We've gone and seen record fairs and had beers. We've been to the zoo. This weekend, we're not doing anything at all. We are going to be doing some bits of gardening. And I'm stretching because I'm... Ooh, there we go. That's got it. Yeah, we're going to do a bit of gardening. My neighbour's asked if I could take a look at a bush down the back of the garden that she thinks is on our land, but it isn't, so I think it's coming from over the back. But yeah, I'm going to look at that at myself because it's overtaking our garden as well as hers, so it'll be probably a good idea to tackle that now before it becomes a bigger problem. I think we'll probably be doing that probably tomorrow, more likely though. Today I'd probably maybe do some bits in the kitchen. I want to break down some of the old fence panels to start disposing of them. It's going to be that kind of weekend, you know. Nothing to report us of as far as updates from last week. My new pinter did turn up, my new beer, so I can brew that this weekend, I guess. That vlog should have gone live by now, where I go through the full process. It's edited and just sitting there waiting for me to click go on it. The problem with YouTube is if I click go on it now, it'll kind of eat into the views potentially from the occasional vlog, so we tend to try and spread them out just a little bit. It's not like we post a video every day anyway, is it, you know? But yeah, there we go. I think, there is a new Ring camera turning up today. I've kind of got obsessed with Ring cameras at the minute. I've got one for the back garden, even though we've never had any problems with anyone coming into the back garden of our house. I've got it so I can do a nosy at the kind of animals and birds, I can just look on my phone from when I'm working or when I'm lying in bed or something. So that's going to turn up today. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get the solar cell for it, because you can get a solar panel so you can plug into it and then it just charges itself on sunny days. So I didn't manage to get that because it's not in the sale anymore. I got the camera because it is in the sale. That'll turn up. Maybe we can put that up later. But yeah, that's about the size of it. A relaxed weekend. Probably going to be a short one if I ever shut up. We are going to cook pulled pork today as well, so I'll probably run through that a little bit. And I had a lovely shower this morning, which is why I have a massive hair now. I'll catch up with you in a bit anyway. Oh, that reminds me, we did get questions about our little stray cat friend who visits the garden. I have not seen him now in about 10 days. The last time you saw him on the vlog was the last time he turned up. We're chatting with the neighbours, and there's more than one of us definitely feeding him. And I don't think we're actually his main territory. I think he only came over here because he got trapped behind some roadworks, and he sort of just hung around here. Found a fairly convenient place to live though, didn't he, for a few days where everyone was just pouring over him. But he does periodically check back, so I'm not completely expecting to not see him again. I think he's quite savvy and quite streetwise as well, so I am expecting to see him around at some point. The last time he came, he also managed to trap one of the neighbour's cats in a trampoline, and she wasn't happy, so I did tell him not to do that. We had sat him down, man to man, and heart to heart. I don't even know if he's male, to be honest. I just saw him spraying in a bush, so I assume he is. But yeah, not seen him for a little while, but I will update you if anything changes on that. Just browning off the pulled pork meat. I bought far too much meat, so I'm probably going to be eating this for the next week. I think I'm going to just throw it in the Instant Pot. The last time I did this, I used pineapple juice, and it was amazing. This time, I forgot to buy more pineapple juice. So it's probably just going to go in there with, I don't know, maybe a can of Diet Coke or something, to be honest. Ooh, can I use apple tango, do you think? I would put a recipe for this up, but at this point I've never made the same pulled pork twice, so there's not really much point. This one's just got things like, I think there's some cloves, cinnamon, ginger. Did I put ginger in? I don't know. I didn't put ginger in, but I did put cloves and cinnamon in. It smells lovely. Paprika, a bit of onion, salt and pepper to taste, and then I'll just throw some fluids in to cook it with. And of course we can use the old Instant Pot to do the slow cooking. Leave it on for 8 hours. Away we go. That should be done at around 6. which is perfect for when Gemma gets home. Well, I jumped straight in and started clearing stuff up. I didn't capture any video, I just wanted to get cracking, but 2 fence panels and another one. Some actual good wood that I could probably use towards fixing the shed a bit more. A lot of ivy and creeping plants that I'm not sure what they are. I don't even know where they're rooted, to be honest, because I thought they might have been rooted on our side, and sure enough some of the ivy was. But those other bigger plants must have come right from up the back. This was all overgrown earlier, so it's looking a lot better already. I know there's a load of stuff on the ground that needs dragging out, but the green bin's full now. Oh dear, need a minute now I think. Unfortunately this was the one side effect of us, well, having get new fences. We didn't manage to get rid of the old ones, so I still need to get rid of them. And then having all the trouble with the tree, put that off last year. Because I kind of didn't want to be out in the garden after the tree. It really soured me taste in the garden. And now my shed's collapsed. I will be getting a new shed for here. They're just not in stock at the minute because everyone's buying them because it's summer. And unfortunately, not that I want this, but it'll open out onto the garden here. I kind of wanted the door here, but the ones I want to buy don't come in that format. And once that's done, move some of the stuff from the house and put it in the other shed and put it in this shed. And the other shed I can either repair or replace. That's about the first time in like 17 years of living here that I've actually done the gardening wearing, and this is a mad concept, gardening gloves. And I didn't get nettle, sting, scratched or anything. Genius. Probably fit for the bin though now. It's rather hot out there. And all the while I was doing that, I was very acutely aware that it was a cheeky little robin that kept coming down to watch me. So I was being very careful because I didn't want to disturb any nests or anything. But now I've just figured it out. He's now running across all the cuts of wood that I pulled down, looking for bugs. So he's like, must have seen an opportunity. This guy's moving a lot of plants. There's going to be a lot of spiders around it, and there was a lot of spiders around. Some beautiful big black ones, though, I must admit. I'm not as arachnophobic as I was when I was younger, and it's kind of interesting to look at them. Anyway, I'm going to have some lunch. We'll catch up with you probably at this point now. The only thing I've got to do today is dishes, so I will probably catch up to you when Gemma's on. So I'm just sitting here, minding my own business, filming the couch like I always do. And something comes through the door, and I'm like, oh, it must be something for Gemma. And then I look on the front, and it's like, oh no, it's for me. And I'm like, what did I order? And then it dawned on me, I finished my Lord of the Rings challenge on Tuesday. My medal arrived. Should we have a look? I've yet to open it. I've just literally unsealed it. So let's have a quick look and see what this is like. So this is I mentioned this. Do a walking challenge. It's tracked by your phone, and if you do the challenge, it's £40 plus £5 postage to enter, and at the end you get a medal. So I thought it'd be a good idea to do some extra walking, and it has actually helped because now I'm on the second stage and I'm trying to do more walking. I've given myself less time to do it this time. Are you ready to have a look at the medal anyway? The box is lovely. Oh wow! How good is this? And you get a little ring. Oh man, that's amazing. And this thing weighs quite a bit as well. And there's the strap for around your neck. That's so good. I'm pleased with that. Thought there was a mark on it, it's just a bit of glue. That's fine, it's come off. So yeah, that's stage 1 complete, and there's my medal. In the future stages, you don't get additional rings, but apparently I think all the other stages, the ring actually fits into them and is interactive with them somehow. That's so cool, I like that. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested in doing a little bit more exercise and you want to reward yourself for it, have a go at this. It's called the Conqueror Virtual Challenges. They do ones for Lord of the Rings. They do 8 challenges for Lord of the Rings now. But they also do ones where you can walk around cities and things like that. It's pretty cool. I forgot I'd ordered this. I told you earlier that it was arriving and then promptly forgot. It's the new Ring camera. This one's going to sit outside in the back garden. I do need to make some adjustments though, because I want to fasten it to the wall from here, not here. I mean, that was seconds. You can't really complain about how easy ring items are to sort. This one doesn't have any lighting, so it'll only work in the day and then go over to infrared at night. So I guess it does have lighting. It has infrared lighting. Much like the doorbell and much like our other camera, which is over there in the corner that just keeps an eye on the living room when we're not in. So these people misbehave and get caught on video. So the catch is with this one is it's battery operated, and I've currently not got the battery in it because it's charging. But when that battery is in, we'll get it paired up to our ring system, and yeah, it should be good to go. What I will do though is I will take this bit outside and fasten it to the wall where I want it to go. Eventually what I plan to do as well is here there's a little power connector. You can get a solar panel, so then I can just run this battery off solar, and then probably rarely over the summer have to ever bring it in to charge. To charge it up, you just undo this bit at the bottom, and then there's a battery in there that you can pull out and charge. But what I'll probably do is get a second battery at some point as well, and just hot swap them. Just saves on all the wiring. Although I do now permanently have the doorbell ringed in, which means it can constantly record, and then we can find out who's coming to the house at night. And the answer is nobody. Well, I've been busy. I've hung the camera, but I also decided to hang Gemma's new art. She got that one, which is celebrating the Eurovision Song Contest being in the UK, in Liverpool. So that's gone on our Florida wall, because that makes sense, doesn't it? Now this wall's just the full-on picture wall. And when we went to the Comic-Con, we saw one of these stalls that does these little pieces of art. So we picked this one up, and this one. And just ignore that, it's just subsidence that. There's nothing happened there, you didn't see it. Gemma's home. You alright, sweetie?
I am, yeah.
Thank you for sorting tea out and finishing off the pulled pork that I started earlier.
That's okay.
Enjoy, sweetie.
Looks lovely.
Good. You had a nice day?
Uh-huh.
Well, you can have a relax now for a day or two.
Shut, it's been a long busy week.
Yeah. Tired myself.
Mm-hmm.
Just ready for a beer though. Cold beer. And sit down.
I want to sit down.
I'm already sat down and I'm already drinking a cold beer, so there we go. Problem solved. Anyway, what we're doing tomorrow, we're going to do some more gardening tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're going to have a nice barbecue, yeah. Should be good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll probably catch up then, because I think we have much to report tonight otherwise.
We're just going to watch a few bit of YouTube.
We're watching a TV series called From that's really good, aren't we?
Yeah, it's on Sci-Fi on Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought it was on... is it on Sci-Fi? Is it?
Sci-Fi, I think,
cool.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. Yeah. See you tomorrow then. Good morning. It is Sunday. Since I made such a decent start of the garden yesterday, clearing off the area that I wanted to clear today, I think we're probably going out for a little drive in the car, just to a garden centre for a walk around, a bit of fresh air, before we come back later and crack on with the gardening, and we'll probably be having our barbecue out there as well. I'm just watching one of the neighbours' cats mooching around all the stuff that I dug up yesterday. We ended up having a fairly early night last night, both of us very tired. So we crashed out and went to bed, having watched some more of the series that we were watching From, and I think Gemma watched a film called Smile that was not very good. Modern day horror films are just not very good. Oh, just looking at the garden, I think one of my LED lanterns has finally fallen off the wall as well. They're just held on by the sticky tape that came with them that doesn't stick. So that's another thing for me to sort later. Standard Dobby's Southport. It's a nice day for it though. Nice day for a walk around the garden centre. While it's so sunny, let's go inside. And we're just coming here to look at all the fish, to be honest. That's a lot of ghost koi. And the big ones are in here. Not really much to film in the farm shop. We went and had a look at farm shop, you know what I mean. garden centre. Went and had a look in the sheds and stuff, and they had some really nice ones, but they were like double the price of the ones I'm looking at. Maybe for the future, I don't know. Anyway, as you can see, we are now back home, so we're probably going to go and do some gardening bits now.
Thank you.
The shed is now sage.
Says it's shade. There's a person in our garden on it. There's a person in our garden.
Yeah, the ring camera keeps telling us there's someone in our garden. It's like, yes, it's me. It's not dried yet, so it does look patchy, and when it's dried it'll probably still look patchy, but the shed is now sage. And the paint was off, and we tried to use the spray gun and it made a mess. The spray gun's now in the bin. I think painting one shed has tired me out for the day. So we're relaxing on the couch with beers. We're about to listen to the new Foo Fighters album and observing and admiring our beautiful sage shed. I mean, it's probably better than blue. It's a little more muted. Also, my investigations around the whole shed, because we were able to get around the back now, it ain't good. All of the wood at the bottom is on all four corners is not in great nick.
I think we looked at those nice new summer house / sheds today.
Yeah, we were looking at some I'm almost tempted to look at getting a finance on a nice big summer house type shed and having it something like that. Maybe have to look into that before we make a decision.
You have to level all the back and put it in the middle at the back. So
I wouldn't want it right up the back though, because I wouldn't use it as much. Well, I was thinking it'd go along here.
No.
Around the corner. Extend the flags out, or get a better base.
Yeah,
so then we come out and we can come down there and go in there and we've got all that extra room. Yeah. But I'll probably just put a small shed there for the time being, because if I get a 6x4 shed, there's no reason why we couldn't move it to where the old shed is if we wanted to do something else down this garden. So that's when the ultimate decision now is a 6x4 shed, probably made of plastic. Just because I want to put one up myself and I can get one of those Keta plastic ones delivered. Anyway, we'll think about it. Barbecue's on. We're having drama with the burgers. We need a new big metal fish slice because I replaced all of our stuff with plastic, which doesn't work for barbecue. And of course, the minute we put food on, the flames have kicked back in again. The flames. We aren't using the burgers Gemma would normally make, so there's a lot more fat dripping off them, and I think that's what's not working with this barbecue. Oh well, these things happen, don't they? Cheers. Yeah, and also my cheese just fell off. We've been out long enough to break the bat detector out. It's a lovely evening. We had good food on the barbecue, honey?
Okay.
Yeah. I think we might need some new bat detector batteries actually. There's a lot of moths flying around us now. And the bats are mainly down at the bottom over the trees. We've got a bat detector running, but we can see Venus up there as well. So we're having a full-on bat detecting astrology night, aren't we? Hang on, astronomy. Astrology's the weird one.
That's Venus rising in Cancer.
Of course, Venus is rising, therefore
That means
luck is on our side. Sorry, astrologists. We're just very skeptical. So what we're listening for is you'll hear the chatter, the like click, 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 like that. But every so often you'll hear like a, and that is the feeding buzz. If you get that, that's what they use to stun the insects. And that's when you know that they're basically feeding. Two bats flying over. I have heard feeding buzzers, but of course when I'm recording I don't get them. There you go. There's a couple in there. We were saying this felt like an extravagant purchase when we bought it about 7 or 8 years ago for like 60 quid, but it's probably one gadget that we own we've had quite a lot of fun using. Now our garden's all lit up as well.
The tacky turtle welcome sign.
Yeah, and the pink flamingos. I don't even. I think I've shown you the pink flamingos properly. Say again?
The fountain's on.
Oh, the fountain's lit up. Yeah, of course. I don't believe that that's still going strong.
The last thing to come was the stars.
Well, the shed light's not come on, but I painted a lot of shed paint on it. There's the fountain. I had to take the top off because it was actually spraying about a foot out of the water and was emptying itself. And then there's Gemma's beautiful, beautiful new flamingos. She's just saying there's bats above my head. And this should come on as well, actually. But it hasn't. It has been on the last few nights, so I don't know if we've just knocked it off or something. Oh, it did come on then. It does have quite a lot of shed paint on it. Not sure why that happened. I'll tell you what, the spray thing that we used to do the fences last year, I put it straight in the bin because it got clogged and made an absolute disaster of a mess of this. There we go. Bit of percussive maintenance got us. Poor owl's not worked in years. Would be nice to have the owl, but yeah, I don't think that's happening. We got some new fence lights as well. I've put these on now so that they kind of come on and just light the whole garden all night, but then as we walk past they just get brighter, so we can kind of have a bit of a sneaky when we're in the kitchen there and see if we can see any any hedgehogs out here. Yeah, alright, sweetie. Yeah, it's good. Got the bat detector there. Got our tunes on as well. Happy birthday, Pixie. Pixie's 2. Would you believe? It's been 2 years. Well, it's not been 2 years because we picked her up when she was about 8 weeks old. Yeah.
We picked her up in August, didn't we?
And look how she's grown. She's a big girl now. Unlike him, he's not growing. And of course she's full of energy to celebrate her birthday, aren't you, sweetie? I think all the cats are very warm today. And look who came to visit. He's just come running down the garden. He's moving really well, actually. Still looks a bit scruffy. He really likes the dreamies. All the cats love the dreamies, to be honest. But yeah, it's Monday now, so that probably is a good place to close off this vlog. I'll be honest, we are... Oops, I'm covering you up. We are going for a walk on Wednesday, but that kind of falls in the period where I want to be editing the vlogs. But we started trying to get out to Crosby Beach again, so we had a nice walk last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
Mm. We saw a cruise ship. What did we see? Costa something or other.
Düsseldorf or something
Yeah,
like that.
it was a big cruise ship that was leaving, so that was interesting. Anyway, with that, we'll leave you be and we'll catch up next weekend when I am going to a Lego Brick Fest. Not Lego, the Brick Festival Liverpool, which will have Lego on display, but it isn't an official Lego event. And then on Sunday, what are we doing?
I don't know.
We haven't really planned anything for Sunday, so there we go. But we can decide between now and then, can't we?
Yeah, we could do.
We could do. But I had a nice relaxed weekend this weekend.
Yeah, well, we painted the shed,
Yes.
and I redid all the wildlife garden.
Mm-hmm. There's more gardening to be done, like
We went
breaking
for a
down fence
wander.
panels and things.
In a
Yeah.
garden centre.
Anyway, with that, we'll see you in the next one. So thank you for watching, and goodbye. Bye, Gem.
Bye.
Gemma's over there. She's not behind me, obviously. Anyway, see
I'm
you
in the
soon.
castle.
Oh.
Was it still videoing?